Hey YouTube, what's up? LuxRay here, bringing you guys another deck profile. Today I'm bringing you guys a Palemoon deck profile. As a nice interesting little fact, this deck was, or this clan was actually the reason why I got into Vanguard. See, back when set 2 had just come out, I remember watching the previews for set 3. And, well, we all know who came out in set 3. Well, not this card, but, you know. Well, as you can see by my mat, well, once this is all done, I'll show off the mat real quick. But Palemoon was a clan that I wanted to go with so badly. But because, you know, set 3 didn't come out till like centuries later, you know, I never got a chance to. By the time that I finally did make this deck, set 7 had just come out. I know it took me a while. 3 came out beforehand, but it took me time because I was working on other projects like my Coco OTT and what have you. You know, I was trying to get everything set up. But anyway, 7 gave me all the cards I needed. So we'll get onto the profile and we'll make it snappy. So first off, we got 4 Magician Sarahs. I don't know, I love this card. She's a 13k attacker when she attacks. When you grade check a 3, you can put a card, you can put one of your grade 3 rear guards into the box, as I call it. You put them into the box, then you pop someone else out. I like to think of this as kind of like a Jack in the Box, you know? Pops out. And it's like, there you go. It's all fun. So, I love her. So should you. Next up, we got Nightmare Doll Alice. She applies pressure to the opponent because if her attack hits, rear guard, Vanguard, doesn't matter. If it hits, and you have even 1 damage face up to counterblast, you're going to bounce her into the box, pop someone else out, and that can just create a whole chain. One of the things that Palemoon excels at is being able to attack multiple times in a turn. It's just what they do. They're about DPS. They're about being fast. So Alice just fits the bill beautifully. She's amazing. Another card that's was released in set 7. This guy is amazing. I like him. He helps the deck hit for larger numbers than, say, Alice would. Alice applies pressure through her effect. He applies pressure through his power. This card, when he attacks a Vanguard, Midnight Invader, when he attacks a Vanguard, he gains 2k. So he's a 12k attacker. That's great because with an 8k behind him, it's a 20k row. With a 9k behind him, it's a 21k row. So ultimately, your opponent's going to have to ditch more cards from their hand. And to begin with, they're already having to defend against her. And with her, that's a 22. So that's more cards they have to defend against. Can your opponent really afford to do that? Well, that's up to them. So, moving on to grade 2s, we have 2 Dancing Princess of the Night Sky. Some people know about her, some people don't. I'll kind of brush some light onto her a little bit. Light. Anyway, she's an 8k attacker, grade 2. Nice little intercept, like everything else. When you play her onto Vanguard or Rearguard, doesn't matter. You can counterblast 1. You search your deck for a Palemoon and put it in the box. Okay. That creates all kinds of wonderful combos. Oh my god, the amount of combos that you can do. Oh, it's so amazing. Nerdgasm. Because you can put her into the soul, and that pumps her up. Or you could put her in, or you could put her in, or there's just so many things. You could put him in. I don't know if it's a he. So pretty much she just helps you set up. That's what it comes down to. She helps you set up. So I only run 2 because if I'm not able to use her ability, I have actually, I don't know, at least for me, I find her to be a dead draw. Sometimes I'll just keep her in my hand just to dump her as a shield when my opponent attacks. That's if I don't need her. Okay, next I got 2 Crimson Beast Tamers. Only 2. I know that most lists that run Tamers tend to run like 4 of her, but I only have her for one reason. Put her in the box. That's it. That's the only reason why she's in the deck. I would only run 1, but the only reason why I'm running 2 is because what happens if one of them gets damage checked? Once it's in my damage zone, it's kind of pointless. So I run 2 just in case. I'm thinking about dropping this guy down to 1 just to add another just in case. Like let's say they crit me and, you know, both of these go in the damage zone. Oh, well. GG. This deck can't operate without them. So I need them in there. Need them in the soul. So next up I got 2 mirrors. This guy's awesome. I like him. He's just like Alice. He applies an amount of pressure to the opponent. If his attack hits, Vanguard, Rearguard, doesn't matter. Bounce something from the box out, and that applies pressure in itself. So I like it. The only thing I really don't like, just like Dancing Princess, is he's an 8K. I really don't like 8K grade 2s. I really don't. But his ability makes him worth running. So that's why. Okay, I also run 2 Elephant Jugglers. This guy, I would almost think of running 3 and dropping him if I had to. Like, basically, he's going down to 1, no matter what. But this guy, I love riding him on turn 2. If I can ride this guy on turn 2, he helps me put all the cards I need into the box, and then afterward I can just start taking things out, you know? So I love that. It's great. It applies all kinds of combos that I can use later. Not necessarily at that moment, but it's more of like, you know, foreshadowing. It's for the future. So, vanilla 10Ks. I don't need to explain that one. Okay, 3 of them. 3 vanilla 8K. Yeah, it's a vanilla 8K. I'm going to be taking this out for perfect guards. At first, I wasn't, and I was like, oh, this deck can operate without perfect guards. I don't need them. But in the end, with, you know, Ezel, Cross Rides, and all those other things that are coming out, Spectral Dunk, it's to the point where, yeah, you need to run perfect guards. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to run perfect guards. And in the English format, as of this recording, you know, MLB and Dragonic Overlord at the End are going to be coming out next year, 2 months from now, February 2013. So yeah, there's you got to be really careful what you're up against. So you need perfect guards. I still think 3 is all I need, but I might later on find myself wanting more. So I don't know. We'll see how that works out. I run 3 Midnight Bunny. She's just like, you know, Mirror Demon or Alice. She's mainly there to bounce, but except the difference is she's a rear guard. It's the exact same thing, so I really rather not repeat myself. There's a lot of cards in this deck that do the same thing, and they all have the same end goal. But I feel that running them all together, it adds synergy, and that's what I feel. You know, the deck has not failed me as of yet, so you know, yeah. Let's see. Of course, we run Purple Trapezist. Honestly, Palemoon can't work very well without her. I know some people have argued that before, but that was back when she was a promo card in, you know, the Asia areas. Now she's in the English format. She's a single rare. She's not hard to get. Why not run her? You know, why not Zoidberg? Okay, next up, run 4 Turquoise Bee Tamers. She's a 9K booster. Oh my god, she's a 9K booster. You want to run her. She's great. So I run her because, and this is the reason why I'm thinking of taking him out, mostly because she's a 9K booster. Why not? I run 1 of him. He goes in, he comes out. He goes in, you get the picture. I'll be taking him out of the deck, but, you know, mind you, this deck is work in progress, but there's a reason why I'm showing it off right now. You know, 8 crit. Good. 4 draw. 4 heal. Starter. Okay, so here's the idea of how this deck operates. But basically what you want to do is you want to have Alice as your main Vanguard. Now, yeah, I just said Alice. Sarah. Okay, so you want Sarah as your main Vanguard. What you want to do is you want her out there swinging for 3, like just 13 all over the place. Her plus her is a 22k row. That is a lot of pressure. You have 8 crits in this deck. That's a lot of pressure. You can restand units and you can pop out new units so they can attack. That's basically what it's all about. It's applying pressure to your opponent, forcing them to have to guard against probably attacks that really don't matter. Like, honestly, there are times where I'll attack my opponent's rear guard. Let's say they have, I'm going to say a Palamedes. Okay. Roll Paladins. You know, might as well. Okay, and let's say I attack. Whoosh. 31. Or 21. Okay, so I'm swinging for 21. I wish I could swing for 31. Okay, so I swing for 21. My opponent blocks it. Okay. That's a card that I don't have to worry about now. Swing for 22. Oh, okay, you're going to perfect guard it. Okay, great check. Okay, check. Oh, look, I great check to 3. Put him into the box, pull him back out. There you go. That's, or if you, like, mind you, that's one thing that you could do. Or, let's just say, you know, check a 3. You put the rear guard that was behind him in to the box, and let's say she was in there. Pull her out. You play her, her ability activates, put him in, then pull him directly back out. Swing for 18. See, you just plussed yourself. You gave yourself a lot of pluses, and now you're attacking again. You're attacking, and that's, I like that. It's good. It's good. She is mainly there to toolbox. She's there to just put everything you need inside the box so that this way you can start playing around with your toys. And that's basically how I look at this deck. This deck is just one big toy box. I know the term toolbox is something. I'm going to say toy box because, you know, we got a doll and we got sword magicians and clowns. So toy box. So that's the way I see it. So anyways, this has been the deck profile for my Palemoon deck. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you guys want to see next. If you want me to do a demonstration on how this deck operates, then just leave a comment, message me, and I will make certain to pop out a video demonstrating how this deck works. Like in an actual, like, duel scenario. So anyways, y'all have a good one.